Greetings, YouTubers. This is Proudfoots with another book review. This one is called The Baltimore Plot, the first conspiracy to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. The author is Michael J. Kline. I read a lot of history. I'm interested in 19th century United States, Civil War period. I think Abraham Lincoln was a great man, one of our greatest presidents, and it's incredible to me the things that he was able to accomplish with the odds stacked up against him. Now, when he was elected, there were many people in the country at that time who were not going to accept the election just because it went against them. A lot of these people were in Maryland. In fact, in the city of Baltimore, two contemporary investigations concluded that there was a plot to assassinate Abraham Lincoln as he passed through Baltimore, Maryland, on his way to the inaugural. These secessionists were determined, and they were taking blood-curdling oaths that Abraham Lincoln would not pass through their city alive. And it's interesting to note that some high officials in the state of Maryland were aware and perhaps participants in this plot, as well as Southerners in the federal government were also apparently aware and perhaps participating in this plot to murder the president-elect Abraham Lincoln. This book has a lot to say about the nature of conspiracies, how they are investigated, the sorts of things that, because the nature of conspiracy, it's difficult thing to prove, but there's a lot you can do to establish the probability that such a thing is in play or has occurred. Another thing which I didn't realize was that evidence seems to indicate that John Wilkes Booth was aware of, or perhaps a participant in, this early plot to murder Abraham Lincoln in 1860, even before he was inaugurated. Of course, he was the man who eventually did murder Lincoln as the Civil War was drawing to a close, shooting him in the back, and which is kind of, I don't know, Lincoln was able to avoid the murder attempt in Baltimore. He was informed that this plot existed, and he was able to make it through because of steps that were taken. He was able to get to the inauguration and fulfill his destiny. But he was mocked as a coward by people who were planning in secret to poison him, planning to throw a bomb under his train, people who wanted to stab him in the back, people like John Wilkes Booth, who snuck up on the man and shot him in the back, an unarmed man. They're calling this guy a coward when they don't have the they don't have the the courage to stand up on their own hind legs and say, you know, I oppose this person, or challenge them to a duel or something. You know, it's like, if I avoid someone sneaking up on me and putting a poison in my drink, or if I avoid having someone stab me in the back while I'm asleep, or if I can successfully evade someone that wants to shoot me in the back, I'm the coward? I think these assassins were cowardly and evil and irrational people. But it's hilarious that Lincoln was mocked as a coward because he successfully evaded the kind of people that were liars with murder in their heart, who couldn't even stand him, couldn't face Lincoln. They couldn't look him in the eye. They couldn't stand up to him face to face. And if they felt like fighting or violence was the way to solve an electoral dispute, at least fight him in a fair fight. No, they just wanted to sneak up, murder him, and slink away, and then boast to their friends what great, brave heroes they are. But anyway, I found the book excellent. The Baltimore plot, about men who would not accept the results of an election, who planned to murder the president as his train passed through Baltimore before the inauguration. Thanks.